I grew up traveling, moving around the Pacific Northwest and Alaska and Latin America as an adult. And all along I was always interested in art, and I finally got serious about it when my husband went to Korea and I was able to go to UTEP and finish up a bachelor's degree in art. And then I finished a master's over at New Mexico State University. One of my most important influences was the work of Georgia O'Keeffe. She had flowing lines and really graceful shapes, and this is an example of a piece of plaster of Paris I carved for a basic design class. I started with the jewelry when I was taking courses for my bachelor's degree at UTEP, so that led me directly into the jewelry metal arts when I was at New Mexico State University later. During the time that I started with the cutters to do jewelry design, I did not consider myself a painter at all, but I did do very realistic little watercolors to show clients how their designs would look. This piece incorporates a little clay figure from Central America, 24 karat gold that I fashioned for it here, Bisbee turquoise, and an old turquoise necklace that I found over at the cutters. Well, I do continue doing the jewelry designs to this day, but in 1990 I wanted to expand, and I took some workshops. I took the Russian Alexander Titovets's workshop, and all of a sudden I realized I was going to paint, and I was more surprised than anybody. I painted mainly in oils for a while. Dripping Springs, Majestic Ridge are examples of that. And then I tried watercolors, and I liked both of them. Skylight, Sea to Shining Sea are examples of the watercolors. About 5 years ago, I discovered outer space, and I just loved the thin layers and did Eye Nebula, Coma collection. But those even related to underwater because I did jellyfish then, and Jeweled Elegance is an example of that, or Secret World 1 and 2. Besides the Cutter Gallery, people can contact me and see my work at my website, which is jo-ansmithart.com. Well, this is an example of it's never too late to try something new, because I was very settled into watercolors, acrylics, and oils, and then I discovered alcohol ink. I particularly like doing old trees and our mountains. They lend themselves to alcohol ink. And there are many, many layers. It's very interesting to work with. I find that I like it to be wild and loose, and then I like to go in with a pen and tighten up certain areas. This is the way they look when I first start out. I've floated them in alcohol, and they've moved around, and the red one is in about mid-stage. The blue one is at a very early stage, but that's what goes into ending up with something in alcohol ink. Well, I would say be searching all your life for what really works for you, and consider it something that you can do all of your life. But most important, that it's something that gives you pleasure when you're doing it, and learn to do it as well as you can. Forever. Forever.